defense matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Air Force's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And, Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique, too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. Oh, better look out. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. It's been a great way for the service academies to stay relevant in major college football by having prolific ground game.
Yeah, and those ground games are a pain in everybody's you-know-what. I mean, they drive you nuts, the triple option, because so much discipline. I mean, they're so good at running what they do. They don't do a lot, but they're going to hit you right in the mouth and run the football.
Goes to the option. What a job off front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pit.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Air Force.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
But they need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Takes the easy one to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Shotgun snap on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Rasmussen. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Works the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
There he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Here comes the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out, everybody being able to run to the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Run it with the fullback. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Sticks it in his belly. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Breaks the tackle and he's got room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Throws to the tight end. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
On the option. Quarterback on the keeper.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
He'll do it himself. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. On the option. He'll toss it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. Nice move there. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Oh, it's a reverse. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They think there's room to run to the right here. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Back to the ground game on the left. Fighting off the defender. Down to the 26-yard line. Ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give to the tailback. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. On the option.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They'll run the option. Makes it past the marker. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Back to pass, it's Cooks. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Off-play action on first down. Got his man quickly. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
The option look. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They'll send the back in motion. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And you got to throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a burn, reward him for all of his hard work.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back, finding his crease.
Handoff to the fullback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They'll run the option. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Using his feet, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Wide receiver going in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the fullback. And that last carry pays off with a C note, already at 100 yards.
And he's done it with so much balance and so much power and so much speed. He's really shown you that he's a great back in a multitude of ways. And guess what? It's still the first half.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Scanning the field, it's Cooks. Dumps it to the back. That pass is incomplete. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Now on the option. Quick toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Falcons back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on first down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Powers through the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Sends it back in motion, trying to get the corner. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Dude, Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone anytime he gets...
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Gets the back moving. Toss sweep to the left. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the big fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. And they goes to the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Here comes the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. On the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
And the Falcons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the back. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Cooks. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
And the Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. give to the fullback. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on second down. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on second down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
On the option. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking, we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on third and short. But how about the defense? Everybody staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up fourth down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
On the option. Now the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll pitch it. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good. And Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll send the back in motion. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Might be calling a hot route. They'll run the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
The option look. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Line, trumpet.
Dropping back, it's Cooks. Swings it out to the flat. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today. And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run the option. The pitch. And that is how we will wrap this one up. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal.